Once again, a big thanks to Harlan Reichel joining us there in our first segment, talking about commercial real estate and the retail development and where it sits right now in Toledo. You know, there's a service side, a service sector here in Toledo that is second to none. You look for restaurants, you look for opportunities to go out, and Bar 145 is one of those that has grabbed the attention of Northwest Ohio and Southeastern Michigan over the last couple of years. We were out there earlier this week getting some fresh video. Brandon Saba joining us, sales and marketing force over there at Bar 145. Thanks for spending some time with us.
Thanks for having me.
You know, we wanted to bring you on here because obviously the service sector is so important to what Toledo is all about. It's really a backbone, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think just service in general, I think is a lot of what Toledo's based on. I mean, it's happened forever. I mean, you go places all over, and the service is just, mediocre at best.
Harlan, in our first segment was talking about those niche names. When you go to different communities, you go on vacation, you think, oh gosh, that'd be so great to have that here at home.
Right.
You guys have created this niche of your own, and what has really created Bar 145 to grab the attention of so many here in the area?
I think it's just, Jeremy, our owner, he has these ideas and it's just a vision of something that he wanted, and to get a group of guys together and piece it all together. We have so many different aspects of, this person's good at this person's good at that. And just to get it all together as one whole and to make it actually happen and see it happen. And with the support of Toledo, it's amazing, what you can get done.
Three things, if you were to take three things that have made you guys successful in the last year and a half, how long's the Monroe location been there?
It's about 3 years now.
So in the last 3 years, what are the three things that have really stood out to you that have made you guys a success?
I think burgers, bands, and bourbon.
There you
that's
go.
kind of says it on the sign. Those are three things that I just think, and like I said again, it's just the support of Toledo. It's a great city. People love to go out, have a good time, and I think they need a good, safe, happy place to go, and it's just something that's there for them.
Are you recognizing a shift a little bit from an economic standpoint in town?
I think so. I think we see a lot of growth. I think it's great. I think a lot of cities, nationwide went through, hard times, and there was a decline in a lot of that. But I think people are starting to get back on their feet. Things are moving, more shops are opening up, and it's great. there's foot traffic, and anything in the community that grows, I think, is good for everybody.
We showed the
more bars, restaurants, retail shops opening up. I think the whole thing is good for everybody.
We showed the shops at Franklin Place, which is just not just a stone's throw away from you guys. So obviously there is kind of a bubbling of activity. The other thing I wanted to talk about, and whether people realize it or not, it started here. You guys branched out to 2 other different locations, but you're looking to expand even more.
Absolutely. We have a location in Columbus. We have a location in Kent. We actually franchise Kent, so that's our first one. We'll have a second in Columbus eventually, and then we have Norwalk, Ohio, Findlay, Avon Lake in Cleveland area.
These are all in the works.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to continue to grow, and with the support of the communities. We've had nothing but, great feedback, and we appreciate it.
One of the other keys, you mentioned it, bands. That was the middle thing that we said in between those 2 others, the burgers and the bourbon. Bands are important. The music atmosphere that you guys bring, the Toledo, you're bringing in bands not only from the Toledo area, from Chicago, from outlying areas. So how hard is it, I guess, to kind of lasso this and make sure that you're spreading the wealth to your other districts?
Well, I think Jeremy does a lot of the bands that we have, and he has a relationship. His father has a place at Put-in-Bay, and it kind of gave us a little bit more to work with, having these bands come from out of town, and he built a relationship with a lot of these people. And so, a lot of them that are coming in with more locations that we have, we can spread them out and build a whole calendar for them to be able to work at some of the other stores and all that.
The music is key.
Absolutely.
The other thing that's been for you guys is being a part of the community. Talk about your guys' efforts to, and I said it in our break, I said, Bar 145 has essentially become Toledo's new banquet hall. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, we open our doors to anybody. We've worked at a lot of charities. Just in the last week, we've done, juvenile diabetes. We did a run for the Team Hoyt. Our director of operations, Jake Guthrie, he works with those, foundations so much, and we've done Salvation Army, the Daughter Project, autism. There's just so many available charities to work with, and as a family, we want to be able to do what we can to help and give back. And they've been so supportive of us. That's our way of saying thank you and giving back. And charity starts at home.
Yeah.
So I mean, I just think that it's given us the availability to work with these people and be able to help and give back, and it's the best feeling in the world.
It's kind of I guess a win-win both for you guys, because in talking with Jeremy in the time that we talked this week, he was saying that word of mouth can't be more important for what you guys are doing, and obviously you've got a bigger goal in mind with these charities coming in, but it does end up benefiting you.
Absolutely. And doing this, it was never anything that we wanted to take from. Basically it was just, what can we do to help out? I mean, this is basically the most fun thing for us in the world. We love this business. We love being in it. We love helping out. We love the people. And if there's anything we can do to help out, by all means, our doors are open.
Yeah. It's a challenge as well, because it's very competitive in the Toledo market to be able to make yourself a success. You've got another event coming up later. We are airing on Sunday. You've got an event coming up tonight. Bark in the Park. Talk about that.
Yeah, Bark in the Park. It's they call it their Yappy Hour. On Sunday we're doing it from 6 to 9.
Yes, he said yappy.
Yappy,
Okay.
yeah, Yappy. They came up with that. That wasn't mine. I don't want to steal it from
No.
Danielle at the Humane Society. But we're doing an event with them. They're gonna. They have a covered charge, and 100% of the money goes to helping the Toledo Humane Society. We got music from the audiophiles, so they'll be coming to play. We're putting out hors d'oeuvres and food and things like that. We'll have discounted drink specials, things like that. But
just another one of those opportunities to spread the wealth, I guess.
Sure. And you know what? It started out where we wanted to do a lot of these charity events, and then more and more people, started contacting us. And like I said before, I mean, by no means would we ever turn something like that down.
Yeah.
I mean, to help out and give back, I mean,
You've got the facility.
Obviously.
Absolutely.
The food's good.
and that was the whole reason for building something like that, for having a Bar 145, is to be able to give something for the community to have a good time, benefits them, and it keeps jobs available. I mean, it's just all around, I mean, it's a great opportunity.
And the growth continues. We are looking.
Once again, Bark in the Park coming up later tonight. Yappy Hour, that is benefiting the Toledo Area Humane Society. Admission $10, $5 with a pet item.
Right.
Anything?
Anything at this point? Pet item?
Yeah, I guess so.
Chew toy, something along those lines?
It'll help the animals.
And quickly for people
Who don't know, and I know you explain this probably 82,000 times a week, Bar 145, explain the name.
Bar 145, it's 145 degrees. That's a temperature of the perfectly cooked medium rare burger.
the perfect.
Perfectly cooked burger. Brandon,
We have those.
Yes, I've heard. We appreciate you taking some time to talk with us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Stay right there. We'll wrap things up for this Sunday right after this.